Most people think making money is about working harder, but that's the trap. You can work all day, every day, and still feel like your money is controlling you. Ask yourself, are your dollars really helping you live the life you want, or are they just disappearing as soon as they come in? If the answer isn't clear, it's time to rethink everything. This video isn't about quick tricks or empty promises. It's about real ways to take control, make smarter choices, and turn your everyday actions into tools that grow your wealth naturally. You'll learn how to see opportunities that others miss, how to build habits that make your money earn for you, and how to make decisions that actually move your life forward. By the end, you'll understand how to stop letting money dictate your life and start letting it serve your goals, your freedom, and your future. If you want money to work as hard as you do, this is the guide that will change everything. Chapter 1. Change your mindset to see money as a tool. Money is something everyone talks about, everyone thinks about, but very few people truly understand how it works. Most people see money as an end goal. They chase it as if getting more of it will somehow solve all their problems, make life perfect, and give them happiness. That is a mistake. The first step to making money work for you is to change your mindset. You have to see money not as something you earn just to spend, but as a tool, a resource, something that can serve your life if you use it correctly. The moment you start seeing it this way, everything changes. Imagine your life for a moment. You wake up every day, and you work, you earn, and then you spend. You might feel the pressure of bills, the stress of debt, the worry of not having enough. That is a mindset of scarcity. That is a mindset that keeps money working against you rather than for you. To change your life, the first thing to do is to change the way you think about money. Stop seeing it as a reward for your labor alone. See it as a tool that can grow, a tool that can serve your goals, a tool that can give you freedom. The difference between people who struggle with money and those who succeed is almost always in their mindset. One person sees money as something to hold on to be afraid of losing. Another sees money as a means to create opportunities, to solve problems, and to build a better life. This is not about how much money you have, it is about how you think about it. Your thoughts about money shape your actions, your habits, and ultimately your results. You can earn $1 million, but if you see it as something to hoard, to fear, or to worry about, it will never give you the freedom it could. Money responds to your intentions. If your intention is to spend it recklessly, it will disappear just as quickly as it comes. If your intention is to use it to create security, growth, and opportunity, it will serve you for years. This requires a shift in thinking, a conscious decision to treat money as a tool rather than a master. It requires recognizing that money itself is neutral. It has no power over you. The power lies in how you use it. The mindset of abundance is the mindset of someone who understands this, someone who does not let fear control their decisions, someone who sees potential in every dollar. Start observing how you think about money today. Notice the words you use when you talk about it. Notice the feelings that arise when you check your bank account or pay a bill. Fear and worry are signs that you are letting money control you. Confidence and curiosity are signs that money is starting to work for you. When you shift your mindset, your feelings toward money will change. You will stop feeling pressure and start feeling purpose. A practical way to start this change is to begin with small steps. Look at your spending patterns. Are you spending money to fill emptiness? Are you buying things to impress others or to feel better temporarily? That is a mindset that keeps money working against you. Begin today to spend intentionally. Every dollar you earn has a role. Some is for survival, some is for enjoyment, and some is for growth. Growth is the most important part. Money set aside to learn, to invest, and to create opportunities is money working for you. Understand that using money as a tool does not mean being perfect. It does not mean never spending or never enjoying life. It means seeing every choice with clarity. When you buy something, you understand why. When you save something, you understand what it is for. When you invest, you understand the potential and the risk. This kind of clarity comes only from a mindset shift. It comes from taking control of your thoughts, taking responsibility for your actions, and refusing to let external circumstances dictate your financial life. People often ask why some people seem to grow wealth effortlessly, while others struggle their whole life. The answer is rarely in luck or talent. It is in mindset. The person who grows wealth sees money as a tool, a lever to improve life. They understand the concept of delayed gratification. They make decisions today that their future self will thank them for. They use money to create freedom, not just comfort. They understand that every dollar can either be a servant or a master. Most people let it become a master. You can choose differently. Your mindset also affects how you approach opportunity. When money is just something to spend, opportunities appear as risks. When money is a tool, opportunities appear as possibilities. This simple change in perspective changes your behavior. You will take calculated actions that move your life forward. You will invest in things that create long-term value, instead of chasing temporary satisfaction. You will notice chances to learn, to grow, and to make money work for you. The world responds to clarity of purpose and decisiveness. Money responds to clarity of purpose and decisiveness. This mindset shift requires honesty with yourself. You must look at your habits, your fears, and your decisions. Many people avoid this because it is uncomfortable. They do not want to face the truth about how they handle money. But growth never comes from comfort. Growth comes from facing reality and choosing better actions. Begin by writing down your current habits. How much do you save? How much do you invest in your future? How much do you spend without thinking? Seeing it on paper makes it real, and when it is real, you can change it. Start training your mind to see potential in every financial choice. Ask yourself, how can this money create more value? How can this dollar help me grow? How can this dollar help me grow? How can this decision move me closer to freedom? This is practical psychology. It is the way your brain starts to see abundance, rather than limitation. It is the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and living with confidence and control. You will feel lighter, more empowered, and more capable as soon as you start thinking this way. Money is also a reflection of your priorities. When you see it as a tool, you align your spending and saving with what truly matters to you. You stop wasting energy on things that do not serve your life. You begin to focus on experiences, education, and investments that create long-term satisfaction. This is not about being frugal for the sake of it. It is about aligning your resources with your life goals. Every financial choice becomes an intentional step toward your ideal life. Another critical element is gratitude. When you see money as a tool, you begin to appreciate every dollar you earn. Gratitude transforms fear into confidence. It transforms scarcity into abundance. You stop worrying about losing what you have and start thinking about how to use it effectively. Every paycheck, every sale, every deposit becomes a chance to make a positive choice. Gratitude is simple but powerful. It rewires your brain to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Practical exercises can help. Start by setting aside a small amount of money every week specifically for growth. Invest it in learning, in tools that improve your skills, or in assets that can generate returns. Watch as your small steps compound over time. This is not magic, it is psychology and consistency. Your mind begins to associate money with opportunity rather than pressure. You will feel more in control. You will start seeing possibilities where before you saw limitation. This mindset also requires patience. Many people give up too soon. They want instant results, instant wealth, instant change. But real change takes time. You are rewiring your thinking. You are creating habits that last a lifetime. Your goal is not to earn more money for the sake of it. Your goal is to create a life where money works for you, where it supports your dreams, where it gives you freedom to live intentionally. Patience is part of this process. Every step, no matter how small, builds momentum. Finally, remember that mindset is not static. It must be reinforced every day. Surround yourself with people who see money as a tool. Read books, watch videos, and absorb ideas that support this way of thinking. Avoid influences that promote fear, scarcity, or instant gratification. Your environment shapes your thoughts more than you realize. Protect your mind, feed it with clarity, purpose, and knowledge. This will keep money working for you rather than the other way around. The shift is simple but profound. Stop fearing money. Stop chasing it blindly. Start seeing it as a servant, a tool, a resource that can help you live better, grow, and create freedom. Make intentional decisions. Align every financial choice with your goals. Train your mind to see opportunity. Practice gratitude. Be patient. Surround yourself with the right influences. Do these things consistently, and your relationship with money will transform completely. This is the foundation for all the other ways money can work for you. Without this mindset, every other strategy will fail. With it, every action you take will have purpose and impact. Your money will begin to serve you. Your life will begin to feel lighter, more controlled, and more empowered. You will experience confidence in your choices, clarity in your goals, and energy to take action. You will start seeing money as it should be seen. A tool to improve life, not a measure of it. Changing your mindset is not about knowledge alone. It is about application. It is about feeling the difference in your daily choices. It is about experiencing small wins that reinforce your confidence. Spend less fearfully. Save more intentionally. Invest wisely. Watch your thoughts about money shift from scarcity to abundance. Allow yourself to feel the power of having money work for you. Let this mindset guide every financial decision you make from now on. This is the moment where control starts. This is where freedom begins. Money is waiting to work for you. It is ready to serve your life and your dreams. Your mind is ready to change. Take this step seriously. Practice it daily. Observe your habits. Adjust your decision. Feel the power and the confidence that comes from seeing money as a tool rather than a master. You have the ability to create financial security, opportunity, and freedom. You only need to see money for what it truly is and use it intentionally.
Chapter 2. Focus on building habits that grow money naturally. Building wealth is not about sudden breakthroughs or luck. It is about what you do every single day. Your daily habits determine your financial future far more than the occasional big paycheck or unexpected windfall. If you want money to grow naturally, it is not about chasing it frantically. It is about creating habits that put it on a path to grow while you live your life. Habits shape your actions. Actions shape your results. And results shape your life. The sooner you understand this, the sooner you can start designing your financial reality. Look at your day. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you are making choices that affect your financial situation. Some of these choices are conscious, many are automatic. The habits you repeat every day, whether you notice them or not, are creating your financial future. If you spend carelessly, skip opportunities to learn, or delay planning, your money will stagnate. If you build consistent routines that focus on growth, your money begins to move naturally in your favor. Habits are the engine of wealth, and consistent, small actions compound into extraordinary results. Start by examining your current habits. How do you handle money every day? Do you track your spending, save with intention, and look for ways to grow what you have, or do you react to money with stress, impulse, or fear? Observing your behavior without judgment is essential. Awareness comes first. The moment you notice the patterns that hold you back, you can begin to replace them with habits that promote growth. Changing habits is not easy, but it is entirely possible.
You must commit to consistency, repetition, and patience. Habits that grow money naturally often start with saving, but this is not saving out of fear or restriction. It is saving as a proactive habit, a daily commitment to your future. Setting aside a portion of what you earn, however small, becomes a signal to your mind that money can serve you. When you save regularly, you create options, you create freedom. Over time, those small amounts grow and allow you to take advantage of opportunities that would have been impossible without a consistent habit. The secret is in repetition. A little every day turns into something significant over time. Next, develop the habit of intentional spending. Money that leaves your hands without purpose does not grow. Every dollar spent is a vote for the life you are building. Habits are strengthened by conscious action. When you spend intentionally, you make sure that your money supports your priorities rather than controls your life. Each time you ask, "Does this decision move me closer to my goals?" you are reinforcing a habit that aligns your daily actions with long-term growth. Intentional spending is a simple but powerful habit that changes the trajectory of your finances. Learning must also become a habit. People who grow wealth naturally do not stop learning about money, investing, and life. They read books, study strategies, and observe others who have succeeded. Knowledge applied consistently produces results. Habits are not just about money in your pocket, they are about sharpening your skills, expanding your understanding, and taking informed action. When you make learning a daily habit, you create a foundation that allows your money to grow organically. You become equipped to see opportunities before others and take advantage of them with confidence. Automation is another habit that grows money naturally. Set up systems to handle your savings, investments, and bills automatically. This reduces the risk of missed opportunities and keeps your growth consistent. Habits do not rely on willpower alone. Systems make habits easier to maintain. When money moves automatically toward growth, you free your mind from constant worry and create an environment where wealth can expand without daily struggle. Over time, automation reinforces the habit of consistent growth, creating momentum that feels effortless. Investing is a habit, not an occasional event. Those who allow money to grow naturally understand the importance of putting their resources into assets that generate returns over time. This does not mean risky speculation. It means steady, disciplined action. Investing regularly, even in small amounts, reinforces a mindset that sees money as a tool for future freedom. The habit of investing consistently is more powerful than any single investment because it trains your mind to prioritize growth and teaches patience, discipline, and strategic thinking. Tracking and reviewing progress is a habit that often separates those who succeed from those who struggle. Without reflection, habits lose their power. When you monitor your spending, your savings, and your investments, you reinforce your intentions and make adjustments when needed. This habit keeps your growth aligned with your goals and prevents small mistakes from becoming major setbacks. People who grow money naturally do not leave their future to chance. They track, they adjust, and they repeat. Every small reflection compounds into clarity and confidence. Accountability is another habit that fuels growth. Share your goals with trusted friends or mentors who support your journey. Habits are easier to maintain when someone else knows about them. You are more likely to continue actions that are observed and encouraged. This habit also builds emotional motivation because success becomes not only a personal achievement but a shared experience. Habits reinforced by accountability grow stronger and last longer. Your money grows when your actions are consistent, supported, and intentional. Building habits also requires emotional awareness. Your mindset, feelings, and beliefs influence your choices. Fear, impatience, and impulsiveness can sabotage the best intentions. Recognize when emotions drive your decisions and respond with discipline instead. Replace reactive behaviors with proactive habits. Every time you choose action over reaction,
Consistency over chaos. You reinforce habits that help money grow naturally. Emotional control is a skill that multiplies the effectiveness of every habit, turning small actions into sustainable results. Patience is a habit. Growth takes time. Money does not multiply overnight without risk or luck. Those who build wealth naturally understand that habits, compounded daily, create results that far exceed sporadic effort. The habit of patience allows you to stay committed even when results seem slow. It builds resilience and strengthens your confidence. When you act consistently and wait for the process to bear fruit, you discover that natural growth is both powerful and reliable. Another habit that grows money naturally is generosity. Giving may seem counterintuitive, but it trains your mind to see abundance. People who give consistently do not fear scarcity because their focus shifts from lack to opportunity. Generosity reinforces the mindset that money is a tool, not an end. By helping others, you create networks, relationships, and possibilities that often return value in ways money alone cannot provide. Habits that include generosity create a positive feedback loop, enhancing both personal and financial growth. Habits compound like interest. Small, consistent actions, repeated every day, multiply over time. Investing, saving, spending intentionally, learning, tracking, accountability, emotional control, patience, and generosity all work together. Each habit reinforces the other. You begin to feel empowered because your life becomes predictable in its positive direction. You begin to see opportunities clearly, act decisively, and watch your money grow without constant effort. This is the power of natural financial habits. Every habit begins with a decision. Today, choose to observe, choose to act intentionally, choose to repeat positive actions consistently. Each choice strengthens the habit and shapes your financial future. Habits are not rigid routines. They are flexible frameworks that guide your actions toward growth. Adjust when necessary, but maintain consistency. The habit of adaptation without abandoning discipline ensures long-term results. Life changes, opportunities arise, challenges occur, but your core habits remain anchors that support natural financial growth. Finally, the habit of reflection ensures that you continue to improve. Take time regularly to review your progress, celebrate small wins, and identify areas for growth. This habit reinforces confidence, strengthens discipline, and provides motivation to continue. Reflection turns repetition into purpose, turning habits into meaningful tools for your life. Money grows naturally when habits are repeated with awareness and intention. Habits without reflection risk becoming mechanical, lifeless routine. Habits with reflection transform into unstoppable engines for financial and personal growth. Your journey toward financial growth begins with these choices. You are not helpless, and you do not need to wait for luck. You can design your habits, and through them, design your financial future. Each day presents an opportunity to strengthen habits that make money work naturally. With consistent action, deliberate thought, and emotional awareness, you create a life where money serves you without constant struggle. This is not theory. This is practical, real-life application of habits that anyone can build. The natural growth of money comes from the repeated decisions you make daily. Habits are powerful because they operate silently in the background. You may not notice growth immediately, but with persistence, you will. Your savings will increase, your investments will compound, your financial confidence will grow, and your life will feel lighter and more controlled. This is how wealth works when approached through disciplined, intentional habit. It is not about chasing wealth. It is about creating structures that allow wealth to chase you. It is time to focus on building these habits today. Each action, no matter how small, strengthens the framework of your financial life. Avoid shortcuts, avoid impulsive decisions, and commit to repetition. Habits become routines, routines become systems, and systems produce consistent results. Natural growth is reliable growth, And it begins with your choices now. Every time you take a small intentional step, you invest in your future. You reinforce your mindset, and you move closer to a life where money works naturally for you. The difference between those who struggle and those who succeed is action, aligned with habit. Knowledge without action is wasted. Intentions without repetition fail. The people who make money grow naturally do not wait for the perfect opportunity. They create perfect conditions through disciplined habits. They act consistently, track their progress, adjust where needed, and never give up on daily improvement. You can do the same. Your actions today are shaping your results tomorrow. Habits are the bridge between today and the future you desire. They carry the weight of your decisions, your discipline, and your vision. Focus on habits that encourage growth, not instant gratification. Every decision becomes a tool to increase your security, expand your freedom, and enhance your life. The more intentional and consistent you are, the more natural money growth will become. You are building a life where money supports you effortlessly. You are teaching yourself to act in ways that multiply your opportunities, strengthen your position, and empower your choices. The power of habits is in their quiet consistency. Every day you repeat positive actions, you strengthen your control over money. Every week you reinforce learning, savings, and investments. Every month you see compounding effects. This is not luck. This is the natural result of habits practiced with discipline. Money grows naturally because your habits create a structure for it. Your mind, your actions, and your environment work together to support growth. You are no longer a passenger. You are in the driver's seat of your financial life. Focus on building habits today. Track your progress. Reflect, adjust, and repeat. Embrace small, consistent actions. Commit to growth. Your money will respond. Your life will change. Habits are your most powerful financial tool, and when practiced intentionally, they make money grow naturally, steadily, and powerfully, without constant struggle. You have the ability to create financial growth that feels effortless, because it is built on the foundation of daily habits designed to support your life.
Chapter 3. Discover hidden ways your money can start earning daily. Most people look at money and think of it as something they earn and spend. That is where the problem begins. Money has the power to do more than just disappear from your hands. As soon as it comes in, money can work for you every single day if you know how to unlock its potential. It is not about luck. It is not about sudden windfalls or waiting for perfect timing. It is about discovering the hidden ways money can generate returns consistently while you focus on living your life. The first step in creating daily earning from your money is opening your mind to possibilities. Most people do not see the opportunities because they are focused solely on immediate needs or short-term consumption. Start by examining how your money is currently behaving. Is it sitting idly in a bank account that barely grows, or is it put to work in a way that could produce more value? Money that sits unused is a lost opportunity. Every dollar that is idle is a dollar that could have been creating something. You have to start thinking differently. Begin to question your choices. Could this money be working instead of waiting? Could it generate income without requiring constant effort from you? These are the questions that separate people who struggle financially from those who build lasting wealth. Hidden earning does not always require complex strategies or risky ventures. It often starts with simple, consistent actions that many overlook. Look at your daily routines and see where money could grow naturally. Savings accounts, investments, and small recurring contributions can create a foundation for daily returns. Money grows faster when you understand the rhythm of compounding. Everyday interest, dividends, or returns accumulate. Even modest amounts, when left to grow, create a chain reaction over time. This is the essence of letting your money work for you. It is the slow, consistent accumulation that produces freedom, stability, and opportunity. Another hidden way money earns is through knowledge applied consistently. Education is a tool that multiplies financial potential. When you learn how to invest, manage, and leverage money, every decision you make becomes more powerful. Money invested without knowledge can be wasted, but money invested with understanding begins earning continuously. Read, study, and observe patterns. Seek out mentors who have experience generating daily returns. Their insights can reveal ways of thinking and acting that make money work without relying solely on your labor. Knowledge is the seed that transforms dollars into productive assets. Automation is an often overlooked method for creating money that earns daily. You can structure your finances so that savings, investments, and even small purchases occur automatically. When you automate deposits into accounts that grow or investments that yield interest, your money begins generating income while you sleep, while you work on other projects, or while you focus on personal growth. This is the power of systems. By removing friction and reliance on daily decisions, you ensure your money is continuously directed toward growth opportunities. Automation transforms passive potential into consistent results. Some of the most effective hidden earning opportunities come from understanding how small amounts of money can create compounding effect. For example, investing a modest amount each day or week in low-cost assets, stocks, or other income-generating avenues can accumulate into significant growth over months and years. The key is repetition and consistency. Small, disciplined actions repeated daily outperform occasional large gestures. Money grows naturally when you create a rhythm, when you feed it consistently, and when you commit to a long-term plan. The habit of consistency creates results that feel effortless over time. You also need to consider alternative avenues that many people ignore. Money can earn daily through diverse income streams. This could include dividends, royalties, interest-bearing accounts, or small investments in assets that produce regular returns. The important part is that you recognize opportunities where money can function independently of your labor. The goal is not to work harder for money, but to position money so that it works harder for you. Look beyond conventional thinking. Explore avenues that align with your risk tolerance and personal goals. The hidden earnings often exist in plain sight for those who are willing to observe and act. Another key is timing. Money earns more effectively when placed in situations where compounding can occur. Time is one of the most valuable resources in finance. The earlier you start allocating resources toward growth, the more opportunity you have for daily accumulation. Waiting or procrastinating reduces potential. Every day that passes without intentional action is a lost day of earning. Start small if necessary, but start now. Small contributions made consistently create results that accelerate over time. Daily actions, when repeated, form momentum that magnifies growth. You also need to cultivate awareness about where your money is idle and how it could be repurposed. Many people hold on to cash, thinking safety means stagnation. Safety is important, but so is productivity. Money that never moves cannot produce results. Identify accounts, assets, or financial decisions that could generate income and take steps to activate them. This could be as simple as moving cash into a higher yield account, reinvesting earnings, or exploring low-risk investment options that produce daily returns. Being aware of these opportunities is essential. Awareness triggers action, and action triggers growth. One of the most effective ways money earns daily is through repeated micro-decisions. Each choice you make, whether spending, saving, or investing, can either reduce or increase your capacity to grow. Focus on choices that produce small positive effects each day. Even tiny actions, when repeated consistently, can compound into substantial returns. Avoid decisions driven by emotion, impulse, or distraction. Instead, direct your daily decisions toward areas that produce consistent growth. This disciplined approach creates a cycle where money begins working for you naturally, without constant monitoring or stress. Understanding risk is also part of unlocking hidden earnings.
Many avoid investments because they fear loss. However, calculated, informed risks are necessary to create income that grows daily. Educate yourself, analyze opportunities, and act with confidence. Avoid reckless decisions, but also avoid inaction. Money cannot grow when it sits passively, afraid of the unknown. Taking smart risks, small at first, allows your money to generate returns that compound consistently. The habit of calculated risk-taking develops over time, but its impact on daily earning is significant. Look at everyday financial behavior for opportunities to make money earn more consistently. This could include cashback programs, rewards accounts, or reinvestment of dividends. These small mechanisms, when applied daily, accumulate over time. People often ignore them because the amounts seem insignificant, but daily accumulation adds up. Money has the power to earn continuously if you position it to do so. It requires attention to detail, awareness of mechanisms, and the discipline to use these systems consistently. Over months and years, these small opportunities compound into meaningful results. Leverage is another important principle. Money can work daily when paired with resources that multiply its impact. This could be knowledge, time, or complementary investments. Leveraging allows you to create outcomes that are greater than the sum of your contribution. For example, a small investment combined with reinvested returns can create exponential growth. Leverage does not mean overextending or risking everything. It means strategically using available resources to maximize daily earning potential. Understanding leverage and applying it consistently is essential to unlocking the hidden power of money. Diversification also helps money earn naturally. Placing resources in multiple avenues allows for daily accumulation without relying solely on a single source. Some income streams may fluctuate, but others continue producing steadily. Diversification reduces risk while maintaining consistent growth. This approach prevents stagnation and ensures that money continues to work for you even when certain avenues underperform. Multiple small flows of income create a balanced system, producing consistent results and reinforcing the habit of growth. It is also essential to track and measure daily results. You cannot improve what you do not monitor. Monitoring earnings, reinvestments, and interest accumulation gives insight into what works and what does not. It allows you to make adjustments that enhance results. People often ignore this because it feels tedious, but this habit ensures that your money continues to earn. Efficient awareness and measurement reinforce momentum. Keep goals clear and maintain motivation. Daily earning is not automatic without thoughtful oversight. Creating hidden daily earning also requires patience and commitment. Results do not happen overnight, but habits repeated consistently produce compounding outcomes. Money starts working in small ways immediately, but the larger effects appear gradually. The discipline to persist daily, even when results are invisible, is what separates those who grow wealth naturally from those who struggle. Daily action, repeated consistently, produces confidence, clarity, and tangible results over time. Patience is an investment in itself. The final piece is mindset. To discover hidden ways for money to earn daily, you must see it as a living tool that can respond to your choices. Money is neutral. Its impact is determined by your habits, decisions, and strategy. By consistently looking for ways to make money produce results, you begin to notice opportunities others overlook. Your perspective shifts from scarcity to abundance. You start acting decisively. You build systems that generate income every day. Your actions compound, your awareness expands, and your financial life begins to grow naturally. When you implement these ideas, money stops being a passive resource. It becomes an active participant in your life. It grows as you grow. It works while you sleep, while you study, while you create, and while you rest. Daily earning does not require constant effort, but it does require strategic action, consistent habits, awareness, and intentional allocation. Those who master this approach experience freedom, confidence, and the ability to focus on what matters most. They are no longer controlled by money. Money now works for them. Every day is an opportunity to discover a new way for money to earn. Pay attention to your resources. Examine patterns. Explore small streams of income. Automate where possible. And invest in knowledge. Watch as consistent small actions accumulate into growth that becomes visible over weeks and months. These hidden earnings, when recognized and harnessed, can transform financial stress into financial empowerment. It begins with awareness, grows through action, and multiplies through consistency. Money has the power to generate returns continuously. It is waiting for you to position it properly. You have the ability to uncover ways for your resources to work every single day. Discipline, curiosity, patience, and strategy allow your money to grow naturally. Every intentional action reinforces this. Every daily choice contributes to a system that produces consistent results. Over time, the compounding effect of small decisions and repeated habits creates financial security, independence, and opportunity. This is the path to discovering hidden ways your money can earn daily. It is not a mystery. It is not reserved for the wealthy. It is accessible to anyone willing to observe, learn, and act consistently. Your daily decisions, small actions, and thoughtful strategies determine the pace at which your money grows. Begin today to see every dollar as a tool, every choice as a step, and every day as an opportunity. The results will accumulate quietly, steadily, and powerfully, until your money begins working for you naturally, continuously, and effectively.
Chapter 4. Stop trading time for money and gain freedom. Most people live life as if the only way to earn is to trade hours for dollars. They wake up, go to work, sit through the day, and get a paycheck at the end. They believe this is the only way to earn money, the only way to secure their lives. That mindset limits freedom. It ties income directly to energy and effort. The more time you give, the more money you earn. The less time you have, the less money comes in. This creates a ceiling that few realize they can break. True financial freedom comes when you stop trading time for money. It comes when money starts working independently, without requiring your constant presence or effort. Start by understanding the cost of exchanging time for money. Every hour you spend working is an hour that cannot be spent learning, growing, or creating other income streams. Time is finite. You cannot get it back once it passes. The realization is simple but powerful. No paycheck can replace lost hours. If you continue relying solely on trading your time, your financial potential is capped by your available hours. You must begin thinking in terms of leverage, systems, and opportunities that allow money to earn without constant labor. This is the foundation of freedom. Freedom begins with creating assets that generate income on their own. Assets could be investments, rental properties, businesses, intellectual property, or skills that earn money without direct supervision. Every asset you create is a tool that allows your money to grow without demanding your immediate presence. This is different from earning wages. Wages are finite and tied to effort. Assets produce returns that compound, giving you the power to live life on your terms. The earlier you begin building such assets, the sooner you escape the trap of exchanging time for money. To stop trading time for money, you must also evaluate how you spend your energy. Many people focus on working harder, longer, and faster, believing effort alone will produce results. But effort without strategy often leads to exhaustion with minimal gains. Instead, shift focus to work that produces leverage. Work that multiplies results. This could be creating a business, building systems, or developing skills that increase earning potential without a proportional increase in time. By doing less but focusing on high-impact actions, you unlock freedom and growth simultaneously. Begin identifying activities that earn money without your direct involvement. Passive income is often misunderstood as something that happens without work. The truth is that it starts with intentional effort. You build systems, create structures, or make investments that continue producing value over time. Each small step contributes to future freedom. Even initial effort that seems demanding is an investment in time liberation. Once these systems are in place, money continues to flow without continuous supervision. This is the difference between earning through labor and earning through leverage. It is also essential to understand your current habits. Most people unconsciously trade time for money because it is familiar. They work long hours, take overtime, or accept jobs with little growth because it is predictable. Breaking this pattern requires conscious effort. Start small. Allocate time each day to identify opportunities where your money can earn independently. Analyze existing skills and resources. Can any of these be transformed into assets? Can investments produce returns without constant intervention? The habit of thinking strategically about time and money is the gateway to freedom. Another critical factor is valuing your time correctly. Many undervalue their hours and overcommit. Every hour wasted or misused is an opportunity lost. When you begin to see time as finite and valuable, you make different decisions. You stop accepting tasks that do not align with growth or freedom. You prioritize actions that build long-term results. This mindset alone creates a shift in how money interacts with your life. It forces you to seek leverage and passive earning methods instead of continuous labor. Learning is a key tool for gaining freedom from trading time. Knowledge allows you to see opportunities others overlook. By investing in understanding investments, business models, and financial systems, you develop the ability to make money work for you. Reading, attending seminars, or observing successful individuals are not passive habits. They are proactive investments in your freedom. Every insight gained can be converted into actions that allow money to grow independently. The more you know, the more effectively you can build income streams that do not require your constant attention. Automation is another powerful strategy. Automating savings, investments, and revenue-generating processes allows you to focus your energy elsewhere. Money moves automatically into growth opportunities without your daily supervision. Automation turns repetitive effort into consistent results. It reduces errors, increases efficiency, and ensures that daily progress continues even when you are not actively working. Systems and automation are the bridge between earning and freedom. Without them, you remain tethered to hours of labor. Developing multiple streams of income is essential. Relying on a single paycheck binds you to a schedule that limits freedom. Diversifying income through investments, side businesses, digital products, or skills that can be monetized in different ways ensures that money flows even when you are not directly working. Each stream contributes to overall security and independence. Multiple streams reduce risk and provide opportunities for money to grow passively. The habit of creating multiple sources of income is fundamental to escaping the time for money cycle. Mindset also plays a crucial role. Many people feel trapped because they equate work with identity. They believe that their value comes from how much they earn per hour. Freedom comes when you detach self-worth from labor. Your ability to create income without being physically present shifts your perspective. You begin to value strategic thinking, creativity, and system building over continuous effort. Changing your mindset transforms daily choices and opens doors to financial independence. Time management is more than scheduling tasks. It is prioritizing actions that produce leverage. Every day, decide which activities generate the greatest impact. Delegate, outsource, or eliminate low-value tasks. Focus on actions that build systems, create passive income, and increase long-term freedom. This habit ensures that your energy produces maximum results while reducing reliance on constant labor. Time becomes an ally, not a constraint.
It is also important to embrace risk wisely. Sticking only to guaranteed paychecks keeps you in a cycle of trading time. Taking calculated risks in investments or business opportunities allows your money to generate returns independently. Risk without preparation is reckless, but risk with strategy creates freedom. Understanding your risk tolerance and acting with discipline enables your money to work while you pursue other goals. Patience is essential. Building income that is independent of time does not happen overnight. Initial effort is often required to create systems, build assets, or invest wisely. Daily focus and consistent action compound over weeks, months, and years. The key is persistence. Each step contributes to the foundation that will eventually allow you to live free from the direct correlation between hours and income. Every action today increases your future options and autonomy. Networking and relationships can also amplify freedom. Surrounding yourself with people who understand leverage, systems, and passive income expands your perspective. Collaborating with others opens opportunities for investments, partnerships, and ideas that allow money to grow without your constant input. The people you associate with influence your thinking, your habits, and ultimately your financial freedom. Choose relationships that encourage strategic thinking and proactive growth. Discipline is the cornerstone of creating freedom from trading time. Systems, investments, automation, and knowledge all require consistent maintenance. Discipline ensures that daily actions, no matter how small, reinforce the path to independence. People often fail because they rely on motivation alone. Motivation fluctuates. Discipline persists. Commit to your systems, maintain your routines, and ensure that money continues to work for you every day. Focus on scalability. Money earns more effectively when you find opportunities that expand beyond your personal time. Businesses, investments, and systems that can scale allow income to grow without requiring more hours. This is different from working harder. It is working smarter. By designing structures that can expand and operate without your constant input, you free yourself from the limitations of time-bound earning. Scalability creates exponential potential and long-term security. Reflection reinforces growth. Regularly review your finances, income streams, and systems. Identify areas where money could be earning more, where processes could be automated, or where investments could be optimized. This habit ensures continuous improvement and prevents stagnation. Daily freedom is not accidental. It is created through awareness, strategic action, and continuous refinement. Monitoring progress ensures that your time is maximized and your money works efficiently. Gratitude and perspective also strengthen your resolve. Appreciating the opportunities you have allows you to approach financial growth with clarity and confidence. When you focus on abundance rather than scarcity, fear no longer dictates your decisions. Gratitude shifts your mindset, reduces stress, and allows creativity to flourish. This perspective opens doors to innovative ways for money to generate returns, while you focus on life, relationships, and personal growth. Ultimately, the freedom that comes from stopping the trade of time for money is life-changing. You gain control over your schedule, energy, and opportunity. You can choose how to spend your days, pursue meaningful projects, and focus on growth instead of survival. Money becomes a tool, not a master. Every system, habit, and investment you create reinforces this independence. The more deliberate and consistent you are, the faster freedom grows. Your journey begins by seeing the limitations of trading time and recognizing the potential of strategic action. Start small, build systems, invest wisely, automate processes, develop multiple streams of income, educate yourself, take calculated risks, prioritize high-impact work, surround yourself with the right people, track your progress, practice discipline and patience, apply consistent effort. Each action compounds, producing daily returns that free you from the limitations of exchanging hours for dollars. Financial freedom is attainable because the principles are simple and universal. They rely on strategy, discipline, consistency, and clarity. The moment you commit to stopping the trade of time for money, you reclaim control. You position yourself for growth that is continuous, consistent, and self-sustaining. Freedom is not a distant dream. It is built daily through deliberate, intentional actions. Money starts working for you, creating opportunities and expanding possibilities without constant labor. This shift transforms life. Stress reduces, options increase, and you gain the ability to focus on what matters most. You begin living instead of surviving. You create security, opportunity, and independence. Every dollar starts earning in alignment with your goals. Systems, assets, and habits multiply results. Time becomes your ally. Work becomes purposeful. Life becomes fulfilling. The process requires effort, but the reward is immeasurable. You are no longer a prisoner of the clock.
Chapter 5. Make decisions that let money support your goals. Every decision you make about money either moves you closer to your goals or takes you further away. Most people do not realize this. They spend money automatically, reactively, or emotionally without considering the long-term impact on their life. Each dollar has the potential to serve your dreams, but only if you direct it intentionally. Financial freedom, stability, and growth do not happen by chance. They happen when your money aligns with your goals through deliberate, conscious decisions. The ability to make these decisions consistently is the difference between financial struggle and financial empowerment. Start by understanding your priorities clearly. What do you truly want to achieve in life? What are your short-term goals and long-term ambitions? Money is not an abstract resource. It is a tool that allows you to reach these milestones. Without clarity, your spending becomes scattered, your investments lose purpose, and your energy is wasted. The first step in letting money support your goals is defining those goals with precision. Write them down, visualize them, and revisit them frequently. The more concrete your vision, the easier it becomes to make decisions that reinforce it. Next, evaluate every financial choice through the lens of your goals. Every purchase, investment, or commitment should be filtered by this perspective. Ask yourself, does this decision move me closer to my goal or distract me from it? If it does not contribute meaningfully, it does not deserve your resources. Most people spend their money on things that offer immediate satisfaction rather than long-term benefit. Replacing impulsive choices with intentional ones transforms money from a fleeting resource into a supporting ally. Each time you make a goal-aligned choice, you strengthen the habit of financial intentionality. Develop the discipline to say no to distractions. Many opportunities, products, or ideas seem appealing but do not serve your objectives. Saying yes to them dilutes your focus and diverts resources. True financial empowerment comes from resisting unnecessary expenditure and directing resources where they will yield real results. The ability to delay gratification, prioritize, and focus sharply on what truly matters ensures that money works for you rather than against you. This habit creates compounding benefits over time. Decision-making also requires understanding the difference between wants and needs. Needs support life, stability, and essential growth. Wants often cater to temporary pleasure, social pressure, or emotional comfort. When money is spent primarily on wants, your goals are sidelined. When it is invested in needs and opportunities that directly contribute to objectives, your resources become aligned with success. This mental distinction, reinforced daily, creates a financial strategy that accelerates progress. The more conscious you become in evaluating needs versus wants, the more effectively your money supports your life vision. A crucial aspect of aligning money with goals is creating a plan. Goals without a plan remain wish. Mapping out how money will be allocated towards savings, investments, skill development, and essential expenditures transforms abstract objectives into actionable steps.
Allocate resources strategically to the areas that yield the highest impact. Consider short-term and long-term allocation. Regularly review and adjust the plan as circumstances evolve. A deliberate plan acts as a guide, reducing impulsive decisions and ensuring that every dollar serves a purpose. Investing in yourself is one of the most effective ways money can support your goal. Your skills, knowledge, and abilities directly influence your earning potential and life opportunities. Spending money on learning, mentoring, or tools that enhance performance is not expense, it is leverage. Each investment in personal development compounds over time, enabling higher returns from fewer resources. When you make choices that strengthen yourself, money becomes a vehicle for growth rather than just a medium of exchange. Decision-making must also account for long-term consequences. Many people prioritize short-term pleasure over future benefit. Choosing an immediate reward often comes at the expense of delayed opportunities that would produce far greater results. Discipline and foresight are essential. By consistently weighing the future implications of financial choices, you ensure that every decision reinforces your goals. Over time, this forward-thinking approach produces freedom, security, and the ability to create opportunities others overlook. Budgeting is not restrictive, it is liberating. When you know exactly where your money is going and why, you remove uncertainty and chaos. Budgets should be goal-focused, not merely about limitation. Assign resources to growth, essential living, and opportunities that enhance your objective. Track results, make adjustments, and celebrate milestones. Financial clarity empowers decision-making and reduces wasted effort. Money starts supporting your goals naturally when it is directed through a well-structured plan that aligns with your life vision. Embrace the habit of reviewing every financial decision. Reflection builds awareness and strengthens judgment. When you consistently analyze the outcomes of choices, you learn to make better ones. Which investments generated returns? Which expenditures felt unnecessary? This habit of evaluation allows you to refine your strategy and ensures that your money continuously aligns with your objectives. Awareness transforms money from a passive tool into an active partner in your journey towards success. Building multiple avenues for money to support your goals is essential. Relying solely on one source of income restricts flexibility. Diversify opportunities that generate returns and reinforce your objective. This could include small investments, income-generating assets, or skills that yield revenue. Each additional avenue reduces risk, increases options, and strengthens your ability to align resources with desired outcome. Diversification empowers you to make decisions from a position of abundance rather than scarcity. Risk management is integral to aligning money with goals. Avoiding all risk can lead to stagnation, while reckless risk undermines security. Assess every opportunity for its potential impact on your objectives. Take calculated actions that balance growth with safety. Smart risk-taking enables your money to work harder for you, creating returns without jeopardizing progress. The ability to evaluate and act strategically ensures that resources support goals rather than creating setbacks. Time is intertwined with money in decision-making. Allocate your energy and resources to high-impact activities that create exponential results. Tasks and expenditures that multiply outcomes should be prioritized. Activities that drain resources without supporting objectives should be minimized or eliminated. By consciously choosing where to invest both time and money, you create a synergistic effect that accelerates progress and ensures that your resources consistently serve your goals. Emotional control is essential. Decisions driven by fear, greed, or social pressure often undermine long-term objectives. Financial choices should be made from a place of clarity, purpose, and confidence. Cultivate habits that slow impulsivity and encourage thoughtful action. Emotional discipline allows you to make choices that consistently support your vision, even when immediate desires or external influences pull you in other directions. The ability to act from intention rather than reaction ensures that money reinforces your goals. Accountability strengthens goal-aligned decision-making. Share your objectives with trusted mentors or peers, discuss strategies, review actions, and accept guidance. External perspectives provide insight, identify blind spots, and reinforce discipline. Knowing that your decisions are observed and discussed encourages thoughtful, deliberate choices. Accountability ensures that resources are used efficiently and contributes to continuous improvement in financial strategy. Money works best when directed with awareness, reflection, and shared accountability. Every day presents decisions that affect your trajectory. Minor choices, repeated consistently, compound into substantial outcomes. Spending on education, investing in assets, avoiding unnecessary consumption, and prioritizing opportunities all contribute. Each intentional action adds momentum toward your objectives. Decision-making becomes a muscle that strengthens with practice. Over time, the cumulative effect of small aligned choices produces financial freedom, stability, and the ability to pursue bigger goals without being constrained by lack of resources. Mindset reinforces. When you consistently view money as a tool to support your life vision, your brain automatically filters decisions through that lens. Opportunities that align with your objectives become obvious, while distractions fade in importance. Money becomes an enabler, not a source of stress. This psychological alignment ensures that every action, no matter how small, contributes to your long-term growth. Your mental framework is the foundation for consistent, goal-driven decisions. Daily reflection reinforces this alignment. At the end of each day, review choices made. Identify actions that contributed to goals and decisions that could be improved. Reflection is not criticism, it is awareness. Awareness fosters better decisions tomorrow. Over time, this habit creates a cycle where money increasingly serves your objectives with minimal wasted effort. Decision-making becomes deliberate, habitual, and naturally aligned with the outcomes you desire. Financial decisions should also support resilience. Life is unpredictable. Emergencies, setbacks, and unexpected events occur. Money allocated strategically creates buffers that protect progress. Emergency funds, insurance, and conservative investments ensure that you continue moving toward goals even when circumstances change. Decisions that enhance resilience reinforce your ability to stay focused on objectives and maintain momentum regardless of challenges. Finally, consistency is critical. One thoughtful decision does not produce lasting results. Repeated, intentional choices build patterns, habits, and systems that continually reinforce goals. Money becomes a servant rather than a burden. Resources accumulate, opportunities multiply, and progress accelerates. Consistency, combined with awareness, discipline, and reflection, produces a life where money supports your objectives seamlessly, enabling you to pursue growth, freedom, and fulfillment. When every financial decision is evaluated against your goals, your money begins to work naturally for you. Unnecessary spending is minimized, high-impact investments are prioritized, and every dollar contributes to your life vision. This creates a compounding effect that accelerates achievement. Over time, resources flow toward your objectives effortlessly, and your life becomes increasingly aligned with the outcomes you desire. Financial control is no longer a dream. It becomes your reality through deliberate, goal-driven decision-making. The power lies in alignment. Money supports your goals when every choice reinforces intention. Habits, reflection, discipline, strategic allocation, and awareness all contribute to this alignment. Each day offers opportunities to refine, adjust, and act decisively. The results compound quietly, steadily,
and powerfully until money is no longer something to manage, but something that actively advances your life. Your vision becomes achievable, and your goals become inevitable because your decisions create a structure that supports progress naturally and continuously.
Chapter 6. Use small, consistent steps to create lasting wealth. Wealth is not built in a single day. It is not the result of luck, sudden breakthroughs, or one big decision. It is the accumulation of small, deliberate actions taken consistently over time. Many people overlook the power of these small steps because they focus on dramatic results or instant gratification. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect plan. The truth is, lasting wealth is created through repetition. Every small step, no matter how seemingly insignificant, adds to the foundation of financial stability and growth. The sooner you embrace consistent action, the sooner you see real results. Start by examining your daily habits. Every day presents opportunities to take actions that build wealth. Saving a small portion of your income, investing a little regularly, learning one new concept, or making one better decision about spending all count. These are not flashy actions, but they are powerful. Over time, the cumulative effect becomes extraordinary. Consistency turns ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. Each small step is a building block, and the stronger and more repeated these blocks are, the taller and more stable your financial structure becomes. Commitment to repetition is essential. Small steps work because they are manageable, they do not overwhelm the mind, and they can be maintained long-term. When people try to make huge changes all at once, they often fail and give up. Small, consistent actions avoid burnout and build confidence. Each completed step creates momentum. Each repeated action reinforces the belief that progress is possible. This mindset is as important as the action itself because it trains you to see potential in gradual, steady improvement rather than in unrealistic leaps. Focus on the power of compounding. Small financial steps grow exponentially when repeated consistently. Saving a modest amount each week or investing a little monthly may seem trivial at first. However, with time, these small amounts accumulate, earn interest, and multiply. Compounding is the natural reward of persistence. It turns modest, consistent effort into significant results. Understanding this principle changes how you approach money. You begin to see every small action as part of a bigger picture rather than a temporary sacrifice. Develop systems that support consistency. Habits are the mechanism through which small steps become automatic. Automatic savings, recurring investments, and scheduled financial reviews remove friction from the process. They ensure that actions are repeated without relying on motivation alone. Systems make consistent behavior effortless, and consistency produces results. Small steps become routine. Routine turns into a structure that supports growth. Systems are the silent partners in wealth building, multiplying the impact of each small action. Education plays a critical role. Learning something new about money, investments, or financial management every day adds to your capacity to make informed choices. Small knowledge gains compounded over months and years drastically increase your ability to create wealth. Each book read, seminar attended, or insight applied is a small step that expands your understanding and sharpens your decision-making. Knowledge itself becomes a form of wealth when applied consistently. Small steps in learning have long-term effects that are often underestimated but profoundly transformative. Accountability strengthens small, consistent actions. Share goals with mentors, peers, or partners who encourage persistence. Regular check-ins or progress reviews ensure that small steps are actually executed.
Knowing that someone else is aware of your actions increases follow-through. Accountability magnifies the effect of each small step because it reinforces discipline and provides motivation. It is not about pressure, it is about alignment. The more your daily actions are observed and reinforced, the more likely they are to produce results. Prioritize actions that produce repeated benefits. Small steps should focus on areas that continue to yield results over time. For example, learning a skill, investing consistently, or building systems to reduce expenses produces ongoing advantages. One-off actions rarely produce lasting change. Sustainable wealth comes from decisions and actions that accumulate and generate continuous benefits. Identify where you can take small repeated steps that compound and focus your energy there. This is the essence of lasting growth. Avoid shortcuts. Quick fixes rarely produce real results. People who chase fast money often find themselves back at the starting point. Small, consistent steps, repeated daily, produce security and stability. Each intentional action reinforces habits, strengthens discipline, and builds confidence. There is no substitute for patience and consistency. Wealth created through small steps is resilient, sustainable, and free from the risks associated with impulsive choices. Understanding this distinction allows you to act deliberately without distraction from flashy but fleeting opportunities. Emotional discipline is essential. Many people give up on small actions because they do not see immediate results. Frustration, doubt, or impatience leads to abandonment of good habits. Recognize that the process is gradual. Trust the repetition, trust the compounding, and trust that consistent steps will yield results over time. Emotional stability reinforces consistency. Small actions, sustained over months and years, become powerful because they are not interrupted by fear, doubt, or desire for instant gratification. Record and track every step. Keeping track of actions, progress, and milestones enhances focus. Reviewing progress reinforces motivation and ensures that small steps are contributing effectively to larger goals. When you can see evidence of incremental growth, you are encouraged to continue. Tracking is a form of feedback that guides action and helps avoid missteps. It ensures that effort is not wasted and that each step contributes to the ultimate goal of lasting wealth. Diversify small steps for maximum impact. Take action in multiple areas that contribute to wealth. Allocate a portion to savings, another to skill development, and another to investment. This balanced approach ensures growth even if one area underperforms. Small steps across multiple domains create a safety net, reduce risk, and accelerate progress. Each step builds momentum, and the cumulative effect becomes far greater than isolated effort. Strategic diversification of small actions ensures long-term sustainability. Leverage is another powerful principle. Small, consistent steps become even more effective when paired with leverage. Using time, knowledge, or systems to amplify the effect of repeated actions increases results without proportional effort. For example, a small investment combined with automation or reinvestment multiplies outcome. Leveraging small steps magnifies the impact, allowing wealth to grow faster and more reliably than relying solely on effort alone. Daily reflection enhances effectiveness. At the end of each day, review the small actions you took. Ask what worked, what could improve, and what should be repeated. Reflection turns action into learning. It ensures that small steps remain aligned with larger objectives. Without reflection, actions may become mechanical, losing strategic value. Reflection transforms consistency into intelligent growth, making each step more effective and aligned with your financial goals. Celebrate small victories. Recognize and acknowledge incremental progress.
Each small step that produces a result is a milestone. Celebrating these milestones reinforces positive behavior, strengthens motivation, and encourages continued action. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Recognizing progress ensures that you maintain momentum and remain committed to consistent steps, no matter how small. Mindset is the backbone of lasting wealth. Believe that small steps matter and that consistency produces results. Doubt, impatience, or comparison can derail efforts. Focus on your own progress, your own system, and your own growth. Each step builds competence, confidence, and capability. The mindset that every small action contributes to larger success creates resilience and determination. With the right perspective, even modest steps generate extraordinary outcomes over time. Consistency compounds with time. Small steps repeated daily accumulate into long-term advantage. What seems insignificant in the moment becomes substantial when compounded over weeks, months, and years. Wealth built through consistency is predictable, reliable, and sustainable. It is not subject to luck or sudden market fluctuations because it is anchored in repeated effort. Each day's action becomes a foundation for the next, creating a snowball effect that accelerates growth. Habits form the foundation of this process. When small steps are repeated daily, they become automatic behavior. Automation reduces reliance on motivation, prevents forgetfulness, and ensures persistence. Habits are the mechanism through which consistency becomes natural. Each habit reinforces the others, creating a self-sustaining system that steadily produces wealth. Habits make it easy to act even when circumstances are challenging or motivation is low. Take control of your environment. Surround yourself with people, resources, and systems that encourage consistent action. Influence matters. Environments that support small, repeated efforts make it easier to sustain them over time. Positive influences, encouragement, and access to knowledge enhance effectiveness. Conversely, a chaotic or negative environment undermines progress. Control what you can, optimize the rest, and allow your surroundings to reinforce daily small steps. Persistence is the final key. Obstacles will arise, mistakes will happen. Progress may feel slow at times. The most important factor is to continue taking small steps despite challenges. Persistence transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary results. Each step adds to the cumulative effect. Over time, the combination of consistency, compounding, reflection, and persistence creates wealth that is lasting, sustainable, and resilient. The beauty of small, consistent steps is that they are accessible to everyone. You do not need a large starting capital, extraordinary talent, or perfect timing. All you need is commitment to daily, deliberate action. Small steps are manageable, repeatable, and build confidence. Each step brings a sense of accomplishment that motivates the next. Over months and years, these steps compound, producing financial security, freedom, and opportunity that can transform your life.
Chapter 7. Train yourself to spot opportunities others always miss. Opportunities are all around, but most people fail to notice them. They are moving so fast through life that they miss the small openings, the subtle hints, and the quiet advantages that can make a significant difference. Wealth, growth, and progress are rarely the result of luck. They are the result of seeing what others overlook and acting decisively on it. The ability to recognize opportunities is a skill, not an accident. It requires focus, awareness, and deliberate training. You cannot wait for opportunity to knock. You must develop the vision to see it before it becomes obvious. Begin by observing the world carefully. Opportunities often hide in plain sight. They appear in problems that need solutions, in gaps between what exists and what is desired, and in areas where others hesitate. Most people see obstacles. You must learn to see potential. Start paying attention to patterns, trends and behaviors around you. Listen actively. Watch closely. The more you notice, the better you become at recognizing opportunities that others dismiss. Curiosity is your greatest tool. Ask questions constantly. Why is this happening? How could this be improved? What is missing here? What could create value for others? People who succeed financially and personally are those who never stop questioning the status quo. Curiosity leads to insight, and insight reveals opportunities. Small, thoughtful inquiries every day. Train your mind to scan for possibilities. The habit of asking the right questions makes opportunities visible before they become obvious to others. Read and learn constantly. Knowledge builds the lens through which you see opportunities. People who invest in learning understand industries, behaviors and financial systems that others ignore. Reading widely, from finance to psychology to human behavior, creates a mental map of where opportunities lie. Learning provides context. It allows you to spot gaps between what exists and what is needed. Every new idea or skill increases your ability to recognize and act on opportunity. Analyze problems differently. Many people avoid challenges because they see only difficulty. Others see potential because they understand the value of solutions. Every problem hides an opportunity for those willing to think critically and creatively. Instead of asking why something is difficult, ask how it could be improved. Approach obstacles with a mindset of exploration rather than frustration. The ability to see solutions where others see setbacks separates those who create wealth from those who simply endure. Build a habit of connecting ideas. Opportunities often exist at the intersection of concepts that others fail to combine. Look for relationships between industries, markets, skills or trends. Think about how one solution could be adapted or expanded into another area. The more connections you can make in your mind, the more likely you are to identify openings that others overlook. This is the skill of seeing relationships where others see separation. Small observations combined consistently create powerful insight. Pay attention to timing. Opportunity is rarely static. It appears, grows, and disappears quickly. Recognizing the right moment to act is as important as noticing the opportunity itself. People often fail not because they cannot see a chance, but because they hesitate. Training yourself to observe shifts, trends and changes allows you to act when the moment is ripe. This requires patience, discipline, and the ability to anticipate outcomes without being impulsive. Timing amplifies the power of opportunity. Observe behavior carefully. People's choices, frustrations, and unmet needs reveal openings. Notice what individuals complain about, desire, or wish existed. These signals often point directly to opportunities for solutions, products, or service. Most people ignore these cues, but those who pay attention can convert small insights into meaningful results. Behavior observation is a simple habit that trains your mind to recognize patterns and gaps that lead to profitable action. Practice risk assessment alongside opportunity recognition. Not every opening is worth pursuing. Some are illusions or traps. Evaluate potential gains against possible losses. Develop the ability to discern which opportunities align with your goals, resources, and ability. The best opportunities are often overlooked because they require courage or calculated risk. Learning to identify openings that others avoid due to fear or indecision positions you to benefit consistently over time. Record observations daily. Keep a notebook or digital log of ideas, trends, and patterns you notice. Writing down insights trains your mind to recognize and remember opportunities. Over time, you build a repository of potential actions and concepts that can be evaluated systematically. Many opportunities are lost simply because they were forgotten or dismissed. By creating a consistent habit of recording observations, you increase the likelihood of acting on openings that others miss. Engage with people intentionally. Conversations reveal insights that books or data alone cannot provide. Listen carefully to challenges,
needs and desires expressed by others. Ask questions that uncover underlying problems. People often provide clues to opportunity in casual interactions, but few take the time to notice. Social awareness trains your perception, making it easier to recognize situations where value can be created. Interaction becomes a tool to detect openings for growth or innovation. Take small, calculated actions immediately. Recognition alone does not produce results. Opportunities must be acted upon. Many people see possibilities, but hesitate, overthink, or wait for perfection. Taking prompt action, even in small ways, develops momentum. Small steps accumulate into meaningful progress. Every time you act on an opportunity, your skill in evaluating and executing improves. Action trains your mind to see openings as attainable rather than abstract. Develop patience without passivity. Some opportunities take time to mature. Learning to wait without abandoning focus is essential. Observe, gather information, and prepare before acting decisively. Impulsive behavior can waste potential, but careful attention allows you to recognize the right moment to engage. Patience enhances judgment and ensures that when opportunity appears, you are prepared to capitalize on it effectively. Surround yourself with people who notice what others miss. Mentors, peers, and networks can help highlight opportunities you might overlook. Collaboration expands vision. Different perspectives reveal blind spots. Opportunity recognition is strengthened when combined with input from those who think critically, creatively, and proactively. Engage with individuals who challenge your assumptions, provoke curiosity, and inspire action. Collective observation accelerates insight and increases chances of identifying openings. Focus on incremental gains. Opportunities are not always large or obvious. Small openings, when acted upon consistently, compound into significant advantages. Many people ignore modest opportunities because they seem insignificant. Training yourself to notice and pursue small advantages builds confidence, habit, and results over time. Incremental action creates momentum, reinforces observation skills, and positions you to benefit from larger openings that may appear in the future. Analyze what worked, what could improve, and what was overlooked. This reflection enhances your ability to recognize similar opportunities in the future. Learning from outcomes creates a feedback loop that strengthens judgment. The more you practice observing, acting, and analyzing, the sharper your skill in identifying openings that others ignore. Maintain focus on your goals. Not every opportunity aligns with your life vision. Being able to discern between meaningful openings and distractions is essential. Focus ensures that your actions are directed toward objectives that matter, maximizing the impact of opportunities you pursue. Clarity about your priorities helps you recognize openings that reinforce growth, security, and fulfillment, rather than being seduced by appealing but irrelevant options. Develop a mindset of abundance. People who operate with scarcity often miss opportunities because they see limits rather than potential. Abundance thinking trains your perception to see multiple paths, overlooked openings, and possibilities hidden in plain sight. Believing there is enough to pursue growth allows you to act decisively and consistently. Your mindset shapes your ability to perceive opportunities before they are apparent to others. Invest in awareness daily. Practice mindfulness, observation, and reflection. Reduce distractions that dull perception. The more attuned you are to details in your environment, behavior, and trends, the more likely you are to detect openings. Opportunities are rarely loud. They are subtle, often requiring intentional attention. Awareness is a muscle that strengthens with deliberate daily practice. Finally, commit to action consistently. Recognizing opportunity without follow-through is meaningless. Act decisively. Learn from each step and continue observing. Each action reinforces awareness, sharpens judgment, and increases the ability to identify openings in the future. Opportunity is not a one-time event. It is a continuous skill honed by observation, analysis, reflection, and action. When trained properly, your mind begins to notice patterns, gaps, and possibilities that others overlook. Daily habits, curiosity,
observation, reflection, and strategic action compound into a skill that produces tangible results. Opportunities that seem hidden or inaccessible become visible. Action becomes more precise. Decisions become deliberate. Wealth, growth, and success begin to follow naturally, because you are no longer waiting for luck. You are creating and acting on the openings that life presents. The people who succeed are not smarter or luckier. They see what others miss and take action. You can develop this skill with daily practice. The world is filled with overlooked opportunity. The difference lies in training your mind, observing carefully, taking consistent action, and learning from every step. Opportunity is available for those who are disciplined, focused, and intentional. By cultivating these habits, you position yourself to benefit consistently, while others remain unaware, reactive, or passive. Every day presents a chance to observe, evaluate, and act. Each action builds skill, confidence, and awareness. Small, consistent efforts accumulate, creating a life where openings are seen before they become obvious. You no longer wait for circumstances to change. You recognize potential in real time. You understand patterns, behaviors, and shifts before most people notice. This ability transforms life. Wealth, growth, and freedom flow from being alert, disciplined, and proactive. Training yourself to spot opportunities others always miss is not complicated. It is intentional, consistent, and reflective. Observe closely, think critically, act decisively, and learn continuously. Each step enhances perception and ability. Over time, what once seemed invisible becomes clear. Life presents openings every day, but only those who practice awareness, strategy, and action consistently can benefit. By mastering this skill, you create a path to progress, independence, and success that few ever achieve.
Chapter 8. Turn everyday actions into money, multiplying routines quickly. Wealth is not built by occasional big actions. It is created by the repeated, consistent actions you take every single day. The truth is that ordinary activities, when done with intention and purpose, can become powerful money multiplying routines. Most people go through their days on autopilot, performing tasks without thinking about how they contribute to their financial future. Their energy is spent, their time is gone, and their money follows a path of randomness. The difference between financial stagnation and lasting wealth is not talent. It is turning ordinary actions into actions that generate results. Start by identifying actions you already do daily. Brushing your teeth, checking emails, commuting, making calls, or even small administrative tasks. These are opportunities. The key is to ask, how can this action contribute to creating value or income? Small adjustments in approach can transform routine behavior into productive processes. For example, a conversation with a client can be structured to generate leads. A daily check-in can uncover investment insights, and even organizing your day can create efficiency that translates into financial advantage. Every action, when applied intentionally, has potential. Consistency is the secret weapon. A single productive action produces limited results. Repeating it consistently, however, compounds outcomes. Small actions like reading financial news, reviewing investments, or improving skills may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks and months, they build expertise and insight that multiply your earning power. Wealth is rarely instant. It grows through repeated application of valuable routine. The more consistent your daily actions, the faster your financial outcomes accelerate. Automation enhances the impact of daily actions. Turn repetitive tasks into automated routines that continue producing results even when you are focused elsewhere. Automatic transfers to savings, recurring investment contributions, and scheduled client outreach are examples of transforming routine actions into multiplying mechanisms. Automation reduces the friction of repetition and ensures that each small action is applied reliably, maximizing long-term results. Your energy is freed to focus on higher impact opportunities while the system works for you. Look for patterns in your daily life that can be optimized. Every routine offers a chance to create value or save resources. Evaluate how you spend your time, energy, and attention. Where can small improvements create leverage? Perhaps tracking spending every morning reveals areas to save and invest, or a daily skill practice increases productivity and marketability. Patterns reveal predictable opportunities, and by aligning these with your financial goals, you convert ordinary behavior into wealth-generating routines. The habit of reflection is critical. At the end of each day, review your actions. Which tasks contributed to value creation? Which actions could be improved or multiplied? Reflection allows you to identify routines that work and discard those that waste energy. This small practice trains your mind to see money multiplying opportunities in everyday life, making it natural to act with intention and purpose rather than randomness. Focus on high-leverage actions. Not every daily task produces equal results. Identify actions that have a multiplied effect on outcomes. For example, learning a new skill or creating content that can be reused produces far greater returns than repetitive low-value tasks. Prioritizing high-impact activities ensures that your routines are not just busy work, but active contributors to wealth creation. Small, consistent actions combined with leverage produce exponential results over time. Tracking progress transforms small actions into measurable outcomes. Use journals, apps, or spreadsheets to document the impact of your routines. Seeing incremental improvements reinforces behavior and reveals opportunities to refine or enhance actions. Data-driven reflection ensures that daily actions are aligned with goals and continuously improve. Measurable progress motivates continued effort and allows fine-tuning to maximize financial returns. Time management amplifies daily routines. Allocate periods of your day to perform value-generating activities consistently. Treat these blocks as non-negotiable commitments. Over time, these small periods compound into significant results. Even 30 minutes daily dedicated to skill improvement, research, or building connections can generate substantial return. Structured routines make ordinary actions powerful because repetition is intentional, focused, and measurable. Leverage relationships in daily routines. Every interaction with people can generate financial opportunities if approached strategically. Networking, mentorship, and consistent communication are small actions that multiply value. Listening carefully, offering assistance, or sharing ideas creates trust and opens doors. Each contact becomes a potential pathway for income, partnerships, or insight. Repeated interaction builds credibility and creates compounding opportunities that extend far beyond the initial action. Turn learning into a daily habit. Reading, researching, or acquiring knowledge in small amounts each day compounds into expertise. Apply insights immediately to create practical results. Knowledge is a tool, but applied knowledge is power. By incorporating learning into your daily routines, you increase the value of every action you take. Even small, consistent learning steps multiply over time, improving decision-making, efficiency, and income potential. Delegate and optimize low-value tasks. Free up your time for activities that produce multiplied return. By outsourcing or automating repetitive low-impact actions, your daily routines focus on value creation. Each hour saved can be reinvested into activities that generate wealth. Delegation transforms your energy from consumption to creation, multiplying outcomes without increasing effort. Effective delegation turns everyday routines into opportunities for exponential results. Create accountability systems. Share routines with mentors, peers, or partners who encourage consistent execution.
When actions are monitored, reliability increases. Accountability transforms ordinary habits into structured, results-oriented routines. Feedback improves efficiency and ensures your daily actions contribute to financial growth. Accountability magnifies impact by enforcing consistency, highlighting improvement areas, and reinforcing positive momentum. Focus on small financial behaviors. Saving a few dollars daily, tracking expenses, or investing consistently may seem insignificant. Applied daily, these behaviors create compounding results. The habit of managing money deliberately, even in small increments, ensures that everyday actions produce tangible financial growth. Over time, these small steps accumulate into significant wealth. Daily discipline transforms simple tasks into multiplying systems that work silently but powerfully. Innovation begins in routine. Look at ordinary actions and ask how they can produce greater outcomes. Can a process be streamlined? Can a task generate additional value? Can knowledge acquired today be converted into revenue tomorrow? Daily experimentation turns routine tasks into innovation opportunities. Small improvements accumulate and generate results beyond the initial effort. Routines become wealth machines when approached with a mindset of continuous enhancement. Resilience is necessary to maintain consistency. Not every action produces immediate results. Some routines may fail, or unexpected circumstances may disrupt progress. The key is to persist, refine, and continue performing daily actions consistently. Over time, the combination of persistence and refinement ensures that every routine contributes to wealth generation. Failure is not the end, but a signal to adjust, optimize, and maintain consistent effort. Prioritize routines that align with long-term goals. Evaluate daily actions based on whether they contribute to your vision. Energy expended in alignment with goals multiplies results, while effort without alignment dissipates value. Small daily steps, when directed purposefully, compound into substantial progress. Each action is a building block. Repeated consistently, these steps form the foundation for lasting wealth, independence, and security. Measure efficiency in routine. Identify actions that produce the highest results relative to effort. Focus on repeating high-yield behaviors and reducing low-value activities. Efficiency maximizes the impact of each daily step. Even minor improvements, multiplied over days and months, accelerate results. Daily efficiency transforms ordinary actions into highly productive wealth-generating habits. Use visualization strategically, mentally rehearse routines and outcomes daily. This trains the mind to recognize opportunities, anticipate challenges, and execute with precision. Mental rehearsal strengthens execution, making daily actions more effective. Each time you perform a task with clarity of purpose, the result is magnified. Visualization aligns intention and action, multiplying results from everyday activities. Maintain flexibility. Not every routine will remain optimal indefinitely. Adjust based on outcomes, opportunities, or changing circumstances. A willingness to adapt ensures that actions remain effective and continue to multiply results. Flexibility prevents stagnation, allows continuous improvement, and ensures that daily habits remain aligned with financial growth. Integrate compounding in every action. Think of daily steps as seeds planted. Repeated, nurtured, and timed properly, these actions grow beyond the initial effort. Consistent repetition ensures that results multiply over time. Small actions performed daily create systems that generate income, savings, skills, or knowledge continuously. Compounding transforms ordinary behavior into extraordinary outcomes. Celebrate small wins. Recognition reinforces consistency. Each successful routine strengthens confidence, motivation, and persistence. Appreciation for progress builds momentum, making daily actions habitual. Momentum ensures that routines are maintained long enough to produce measurable, multiplying results. The habit of celebrating incremental progress accelerates execution and builds resilience. Finally, act now consistently. Small actions performed repeatedly today create the foundation for exponential wealth tomorrow. Delay reduces the compounding effect of routine. The sooner you convert ordinary behaviors into multiplying systems, the faster you see results. Daily consistency, reflection, and adjustment transform routines into powerful mechanisms that grow income, skill, and opportunity without requiring extraordinary effort.
Chapter 9. Break limiting beliefs and let money work harder. Most people never realize that the first barrier to financial freedom is not money itself, but the way they think about it. Beliefs shape behavior, and behavior shapes results. If your mind believes that wealth is impossible, that money is scarce, or that financial success is only for a few people, those thoughts will create a self-fulfilling reality. These limiting beliefs are invisible chains that quietly dictate every financial choice you make. They tell you what you can and cannot do, where you can and cannot go, and what is possible for your life. Breaking them is the first step to letting money work harder for you. Begin by identifying beliefs that restrict your financial potential. These can be thoughts like "I will never have enough," "investing is too risky," or "I don't deserve wealth." Many of these beliefs were absorbed from childhood, society, or past experiences. They are not facts. They are interpretations that can be changed. The moment you question these beliefs, you open the door to new possibilities. Awareness is the first stage of transformation. You cannot change what you do not recognize. Next, challenge the validity of each limiting belief. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Often, you will realize that these statements are assumptions, not reality. Most beliefs about money are learned from others, repeated without verification, and accepted as truth. Examine the evidence in your own life and in the world. Success is not limited to a select few. People from all backgrounds and circumstances have achieved wealth, not because they were luckier, but because they believed it was possible and acted on that belief consistently. Replace limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking "I will never be wealthy," adopt the beliefs that "I can learn to create wealth and grow it over time." Instead of believing "I cannot invest," tell yourself "I can acquire the knowledge to make money work for me." Words shape thought, and repeated affirmation reshapes your mental programming. Belief is not passive, it drives action. When you consistently reinforce empowering beliefs, your behavior begins to align with them, and results follow naturally. Take small actions to reinforce new beliefs. Knowledge alone is insufficient. It is applied knowledge that changes outcomes. Begin by experimenting with financial actions that are achievable yet meaningful. Save a small amount each week. Start learning about investments or track your spending consciously. Each successful step provides evidence that contradicts old limiting beliefs. Every action proves that your new beliefs are valid and achievable. Over time, these small validations build confidence, which further reinforces your mindset. Observe people who exemplify the beliefs you wish to adopt. Mentors, successful peers, and industry leaders demonstrate that wealth is accessible. Study their habits, decisions, and approaches to money. By seeing examples of success, your mind expands to include possibilities previously unimaginable. Mentorship and observation serve as proof that breaking limiting beliefs is not abstract. It is practical and actionable. The patterns you adopt from these role models can become part of your daily routines, accelerating progress. Understand that fear is often tied to limiting belief. Fear of loss, fear of failure, and fear of the unknown often prevent people from acting.
These fears are rooted in assumptions rather than reality. Confront them by taking calculated risks in manageable increments. Action dispels fear. Each time you make a decision that challenges a limiting belief, you weaken its hold over your mind. Courage is built gradually, and every courageous act reinforces a belief in possibility rather than limitation. Replace scarcity thinking with abundance thinking. Scarcity creates hesitation and avoidance. Believing that opportunities are limited prevents action and blinds you to possibilities. Shift focus to abundance by recognizing the wealth of opportunities, resources, and strategies available. Train your mind to see multiple ways to achieve goals, multiple streams of income, and multiple solutions to challenges. Abundance thinking multiplies your options and allows money to work harder because you are alert to more opportunities. Visualize money working for you. Mental rehearsal prepares your mind to recognize patterns, opportunities, and actions that reinforce growth. Imagine your money generating income, supporting investments, and creating freedom. When your mind sees it as possible, you are more likely to act in ways that make it real. Visualization turns abstract potential into actionable intent. Repeatedly practicing this daily shapes your thinking and behavior, turning money into an active partner rather than a passive resource. Question assumptions that limit earning potential. Beliefs like "I am not smart enough to invest" or "I cannot negotiate higher pay" are traps. Replace these with the mindset that skills can be learned, intelligence can be applied, and negotiations can be practiced. Money grows for those who act with knowledge, courage, and strategy. By challenging assumptions and replacing them with informed, proactive thought, you expand your capacity to let money work harder on your behalf. Focus on measurable progress rather than perfection. Limiting beliefs often manifest as fear of failure or hesitation to act until conditions are ideal. No strategy is perfect, and waiting for the ideal moment usually results in inaction. Start small, take action, and observe results. Each success, however modest, reinforces empowering beliefs. Momentum grows from repeated, tangible achievements, which gradually dismantles old mental barriers. Understand the psychology of reward. Beliefs shape behavior because your mind associates success with outcomes it expects. Limiting beliefs often program you to expect failure or scarcity. Reprogram your mind to anticipate success by creating routines where positive reinforcement is immediate. Even small wins, saving money, investing wisely, or completing a financial task serve as evidence that new beliefs are valid. Reward strengthens neural pathways, embedding new empowering patterns. Practice gratitude for resources available. Limiting beliefs often create a sense of lack. Gratitude shifts focus from deficiency to potential. Recognizing the resources, opportunities, and tools already in your possession reinforces the belief that you are capable of generating wealth. Gratitude is not passive. It motivates action by highlighting what is already working in your favor. This simple shift strengthens belief systems that allow money to work for you rather than against you. Develop a daily habit of positive reinforcement. Remind yourself regularly of skills, knowledge, and progress. Reflect on each step taken to challenge limiting belief. Daily reinforcement ensures that old mental patterns do not regain control. Consistent repetition creates automatic belief in your ability to generate, manage, and grow wealth. The more your brain recognizes repeated evidence of success, the less influence limiting thoughts have over your action. Break mental barriers by confronting money fears directly. Many people avoid investing, saving, or negotiating because they fear loss, rejection, or failure. Analyze the worst-case scenario, prepare a plan, and act anyway. Facing fears systematically dismantles limiting belief. Each experience of success after fear reinforces confidence. Over time, your relationship with money transforms from anxiety-driven
to empowered and strategic. Adopt a growth mindset in financial decisions. Limiting beliefs assume ability is. Growth mindset assumes learning is possible, skill is improvable, and results are expandable. Each action taken with the intent to learn creates evidence that challenges limitations. Mistakes become lessons, challenges become opportunities, and results become cumulative proof of capability. Growth mindset strengthens resilience, adaptability, and the ability to leverage money effectively. Develop routines that reinforce financial confidence. Consistent tracking, planning, and review of finances builds competence. Competence strengthens belief in ability. Belief drives action. Action produces results. Results reinforce belief. This cycle transforms limiting beliefs into a framework of empowerment, where money begins to serve purposefully. Structured routines create predictability, reduce uncertainty, and strengthen confidence in decision-making. Seek feedback from trusted advisors. Limiting beliefs often persist because they are unchallenged. Constructive guidance highlights blind spots and exposes assumptions that are unfounded. Expert perspective allows you to see solutions, alternatives, and approaches that you might overlook. Input from others accelerates learning, validates actions, and supports belief in your capability to grow wealth. Feedback transforms potential into tangible improvement. Recognize the cumulative impact of small actions. Limiting beliefs often create impatience and unrealistic expectations. Wealth grows gradually through repeated, deliberate actions. Each small step validates empowering beliefs and weakens old mental barriers. The cumulative effect over months and years is substantial. Patience combined with persistence allows money to work harder, because every step is aligned with purpose and evidence of capability. Surround yourself with influences that reinforce empowerment. Negative attitudes, scarcity-focused conversations, and limiting perspectives weaken belief system. Positive, growth-oriented influences expand perspective, increase motivation, and reinforce confidence in your financial potential. Environmental reinforcement is a powerful tool in breaking limiting beliefs, because humans respond strongly to social and contextual cues. Commit to continuous learning and adaptation. Limiting beliefs often emerge from static thinking. Staying flexible, curious, and open to change allows you to identify better methods, new opportunities, and improved strategies for making money work. Adaptation strengthens confidence, reduces fear, and enhances skill in financial decision-making. Finally, trust the process. Belief change is gradual, like growth itself. Each deliberate action, each affirmation, and each successful decision reinforces empowering patterns. Over time, limiting beliefs lose influence, and money begins to serve more effectively, because your thoughts, actions, and intentions are aligned. Consistency in challenging old assumptions and reinforcing new ones produces a life where money works harder. Decisions are deliberate, and freedom is achievable. Breaking limiting beliefs is the foundation of financial empowerment. Beliefs are the unseen architecture of action. Change them, and your results change naturally. Every action taken with an empowered mindset multiplies returns, reinforces growth, and creates a trajectory where money serves you efficiently. This is the difference between frustration and freedom, scarcity and abundance, inaction and strategic, deliberate financial growth.
Chapter 10. Act intentionally to make money serve your life fully. Most people earn money, spend money, and never pause to consider what money is really for. They follow routines, obligations, and societal expectations, allowing money to dictate their choices instead of guiding them with purpose. Acting intentionally means taking full control over how you earn, spend, save, and invest your money. It is about making decisions that serve your life rather than living to serve your finances. Money is a tool, not a master, and the difference between financial stress and financial freedom is intentional action. Begin by defining your purpose. Clarity about your life goals, your values, and your priorities is essential. When you understand what you truly want, money becomes a means to achieve it rather than a source of distraction. Whether your goal is security, freedom, learning, or contribution, every financial choice should align with that purpose. Intentional action starts with vision. Without knowing what you want, it is impossible to make money serve your life meaningfully. Create a plan that aligns money with your life goals. Break your financial decisions into categories: income generation, spending, saving, investing, and giving. Evaluate each category to ensure that it is contributing to your desired outcomes. Spending should support priorities, not impulse. Savings should provide security and options. Investments should build wealth that works in your favor. Every dollar should have a role and a purpose. Acting intentionally means every action supports your life rather than reacting to circumstances. Prioritize control over your income. Many people work for money, but few make money work for them. Seek opportunities where effort is leveraged, income is scalable, and resources multiply over time. By focusing on earning methods that align with your skills, values, and goals, you create financial energy that fuels your life. Income should provide options, freedom, and flexibility. Intentional action is choosing work and income streams that serve your life rather than controlling it. Track all financial activity. Recording every expense, investment, and income source ensures clarity and accountability. Awareness of how money moves allows informed decisions and eliminates unconscious habits that drain resources. Every transaction becomes a signal, an opportunity to adjust, and a chance to reinforce intentionality. Tracking is not about restriction, it is about insight. When you know exactly how money is being used, you can direct it toward outcomes that matter. Make deliberate spending choices. Every dollar has potential. Many people spend money without thought, trading value for convenience, status, or habit. Acting intentionally requires evaluating whether spending contributes to your goals or distracts from them. Prioritize purchases that provide long-term benefits, improve well-being, or create opportunities. Thoughtful spending transforms money into a servant rather than a burden, ensuring resources are directed toward what truly matters. Invest with strategy and patience. Money left idle rarely works efficiently. Investments, when chosen wisely, multiply wealth and provide future security. Avoid chasing trends or speculation. Focus on investments that align with your values, risk tolerance, and long-term objectives. Acting intentionally means every investment decision is purposeful, informed, and measured. Over time, disciplined investment allows money to generate returns without constant attention, freeing you to pursue meaningful aspects of life. Leverage time to maximize results. Acting intentionally requires planning and prioritization. Allocate time to financial activities that produce compounding benefits. Daily habits, such as reviewing budgets, tracking progress, learning, and networking, multiply results when executed consistently. Time is a resource, and combining it with money intentionally creates freedom, growth, and resilience. Every decision about where to place effort enhances the effectiveness of money in your life. Establish routines that reinforce intentional action. Habits reduce reliance on motivation, ensure consistency, and strengthen financial discipline. Schedule daily, weekly, and monthly actions that support income growth, expense management, and investment strategy. Automatic routines eliminate waste, maximize efficiency, and reinforce purpose. Over time, these habits transform money from a passive resource into a proactive tool that serves life objectives. Routine is the mechanism through which intentional action becomes sustainable. Reflect and adjust consistently.
Intentional action is dynamic, not static. Regularly review outcomes, assess alignment with goals, and refine strategies. What works today may need adjustment tomorrow. Reflection ensures that money continues to serve life efficiently, reinforcing effective behaviors and eliminating waste. Small course corrections, repeated consistently, compound into significant impact. Reflection strengthens judgment and ensures that decisions remain purposeful rather than reactive. Manage risk intelligently. Money serves life most effectively when exposure to unnecessary risk is minimized. Assess potential outcomes, diversify approaches, and prepare for uncertainties. Acting intentionally is about protecting what you have while pursuing growth. Risk management allows money to work without jeopardizing stability or freedom. By consciously evaluating choices, you create a system where money enhances life rather than threatening it. Focus on continuous learning. Knowledge about finance, investing, and money management increases effectiveness. Education empowers decisions and reduces vulnerability to mistakes. Incorporate daily learning into routines, applying insights to strengthen financial strategies. Every new skill, concept, or perspective multiplies the capacity of money to serve life. Learning transforms money from a static resource into an active participant in achieving goals. Align giving with purpose. Money that is used to support others or create positive impact returns value in multiple ways. Acting intentionally involves incorporating generosity that aligns with your values. Giving enhances relationships, reputation, and personal fulfillment. It also reinforces discipline and perspective. Money that circulates intentionally within meaningful purposes grows influence and returns, extending impact beyond immediate personal gain. Maintain focus on long-term results. Immediate gratification often conflicts with intentional financial action. Decisions should consider cumulative impact over months and years. Discipline, patience, and persistence are essential. Small, consistent actions, aligned with purpose, produce compounding effects that accelerate freedom, growth, and opportunity. Long-term thinking allows money to serve life continuously rather than producing temporary benefits. Develop flexibility within structure. Life is unpredictable and circumstances change. Intentional action includes anticipating variability, adapting strategies, and maintaining core objectives. Flexibility allows money to respond effectively to new opportunities or challenges while remaining aligned with life goals. The combination of structure and adaptability maximizes the utility of financial resources and minimizes wasted effort or lost potential. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. Awareness of the resources you have encourages thoughtful use. Recognizing value prevents careless spending and reinforces deliberate action. Mindfulness enhances decision-making, ensuring every choice supports life objectives. Gratitude reinforces the relationship between money and purpose, transforming resources into tools for meaningful outcomes rather than sources of stress. Create accountability systems. Share intentions and progress with mentors, peers. Accountability ensures follow-through, reinforces discipline, and provides external perspectives that enhance decision-making. Systems of accountability amplify the effectiveness of intentional actions, preventing drift into habits that undermine financial objectives. Each check-in strengthens the ability of money to serve life efficiently. Measure and celebrate progress. Acknowledge milestones and outcomes achieved through intentional action. Reflection on achievements reinforces discipline, builds confidence, and motivates continued effort. Recognition of progress strengthens the alignment between money and life, creating a feedback loop that magnifies results. Celebrating growth highlights the tangible impact of deliberate choices, sustaining momentum over time. Focus on energy as well as money. Financial resources are amplified when combined with personal energy, focus, and creativity. Allocate attention and effort intentionally to activities that generate returns. Money invested without directed energy produces limited results. Intentional action requires combining resources, skill, and effort to maximize impact. The synergy between money and personal energy ensures wealth serves life fully. Act decisively when opportunities arise. Intentional action requires not only planning, but execution. Hesitation or indecision wastes potential. When a calculated opportunity aligns with goals, act promptly. Action translates intention into results, reinforcing belief in your capability to manage resources. Decisive behavior amplifies the effectiveness of money as a servant to life objective. Eliminate distractions and unnecessary commitments. Money only serves effectively when focus is directed toward priorities. Remove obligations, habits, and influences that consume resources without producing meaningful results. Concentration on intentional actions magnifies impact, creating efficiency and clarity. Each dollar and hour redirected toward purposeful goals strengthens the capacity of money to generate freedom, growth, and security. Integrate continuous improvement. Review routines, strategies, and outcomes regularly to enhance efficiency. Small incremental adjustments compound into substantial results over time. Acting intentionally is a process of refinement, not a one-time decision. Each adjustment ensures that financial resources continue to serve life effectively, evolving with circumstances and opportunities. Maintain emotional discipline. Reactions driven by fear, impatience, or desire often undermine intentional action. Awareness of emotions and deliberate decision-making reinforce the alignment between money and life goals. Discipline ensures consistent action, rational evaluation, and sustainable progress. Emotional control allows money to work as a tool rather than creating stress or distraction. Visualize outcomes regularly. Mental rehearsal strengthens clarity, intention, and execution. Imagine money supporting your life, creating opportunities, and achieving desired outcomes. Visualization guides decisions, reinforces belief, and encourages consistent action. Daily mental practice turns abstract goals into achievable realities, enhancing the effectiveness of every financial choice. Finally, commit fully to intentional action. Wealth, freedom, and fulfillment are byproducts of deliberate, disciplined, and purposeful decision. Money serves life fully when every choice is made with awareness, alignment, and strategy. Each day presents countless opportunities to act with intention. By consistently applying thought, effort, and discipline, money becomes a tool that multiplies possibilities, enhances freedom, and creates a life lived on your terms.